What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm about to bring you another guy with no other than baby girl herself, Zero Suit Samus. Alright, so let's get into it. So she is an explosive, fast, a combo oriented character who is high risk, high reward, and just relies on a lot of stylish gameplay and different conditioning and reads in order to make her successful. She is also one of the custom characters in this game. By custom character, I mean that there's no one set way to play this character. You can look at a lot of different guides. Nobody's gonna have a set play style for this character because she just has so many different things that you can do. She is aerial based. She does a lot of different things that where she excels in the air, and that she can kill early, or she can just kill people in a lot of different solid ways. However, her ground game is weak to the point where the only thing that she has on the ground, unless you're trying to get certain tech situations, are get off me options like jab and like forward tilt and stuff. They're get off me options, and what they're designed to do is to put your opponent back into the air, which is always where you want your opponent to be. She is not for the weak. She is not for the weary. If you want to learn this character, you have to really commit to yourself and actually want to put in the time and the effort to do this. She is definitely one of the hardest characters to master in this game. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. Grounded attacks. So, jabs. I am not a person to talk about frame data. I'm more of a physics kind of person for this game, but she has a frame 1 jab. It is so quick. It is a beautiful get off me option. When you see that your opponent is too close, you're just trying to get them away, and then try to either reset neutral or try to get some form of advantage off of that. Now, forward tilt. Forward tilt is also a good get off me option, but it's better if it's spaced. It's unsafe if you don't do so. And it's also a good finisher when you're trying to do combos such as nair into fair, boom. Forward tilt. And also it's good, a good burst option for if you get people at like mid percentages, and then what you can do is either put them into a tech situation, you can get them off stage, or if they try to neutral tech it, you can wait for that and then just boom, go for another forward tilt. Down tilt. Down tilt is also good for spacing. It's really good for characters that you have a lot or have a hard time to hit, such as like Pikachu and Kirby. So boom, I'm right here. I'm trying to space it a little bit, and you see how all of her moves are designed. I mean, like I said before, all of her ground game moves or grounded moves are designed to put people back into the air. That is always where you want your opponent. That is super important. Up tilt. Up tilt is a good get off me option, and it's good to where if it doesn't matter on what side that they are, because it hits on both sides. Let's say Martha's on the left of me, up tilt. Let's say Martha's on the right of me, up tilt. It doesn't really matter. It can kill at high percentages, and also with rage, it really just depends. You got to experiment with it, because sometimes it could kill at a higher percentage if you have rage, sometimes a lower percentage if you don't have rage. It's up to you. I will leave that to you guys to experiment with. And also, don't rely on it too much, because yes, it is a good option. However, it's like, unless you know that, let's say they try to cross you up or whatever, and you're like, okay, well, I don't know, or not cross you up, but let's say they like try to get on the other side of you, and you don't want to commit too hard to one side. Okay, you can just up tilt and then call it a day. But again, just don't rely on that too much. It's not that reliable. Now, let's get into her aerial attacks. First order of business is neutral air. Neutral air is one of her main moves that makes Zero Suit Samus Zero Suit Samus. So it combos into a lot of different things, such as fair. It can combo into things such as up air. It can combo into things such as back air. Gotta have a little bit more percentage for it. Oops, go a little bit. A little bit more of a percentage for it. So like here, boom, into the back air. Kind of hard to hit sometimes. Hold on one more time. There we go. Yes, it didn't show true on the combo thing. However, it is true. I promise it is. Also, what it does, one of the main things that it combos into is nair into down B or flip kick. That's also something that I'll be covering later. But again, nair into flip flip kick as one of her most important combos and what will change the game that you are doing, whether it can be an early game or it could be a late game. Or I'm sorry, it can be a game that goes on for a long time, or it can just be where you can get a quick comeback just off of that one combo. It has slow startup, but it has little to no lag once you land on the ground. It's one of those moves where it starts out a little bit weird, but once you land it, boom, you have little to no lag. And also, what goes on about it is that, sorry, excuse me, my voice is going out a little bit, but the unique thing about it is that it doesn't matter if you space it or not. Now, you can get punished if somebody has a super quick option and you don't space it. However, you can do nair into spot dodge. Very quick option. Very, very quick. And also, trying to land it is kind of odd. It's not like your average neutral air. You have to kind of delay it a little bit differently. It's something that you have to experiment with, but once you get it down, it's definitely worth the time and the effort. And then also for it, it doesn't matter if I hit it while I'm close, doesn't hit it if I'm like a little bit backwards, or even if I try to like fade backwards, I can always land it into something. Let me see, right here, I go backwards, boom, I just flip kick. I just put myself into a perfect space for it. Or if I'm just moving forward, like, hello, hey, I didn't get the true hitbox for it, but guess what? I still can hit it regardless, and the part of where I'm spacing it at does not matter. Alright, next we'll go into forward air. Forward air is good for, it's a good anti-air option. Like, let's say you're in neutral and you know somebody's going to try to go for some type of forward air or full hop option, then you can just, boom, I'm a forward air you real quick. And it works for that. And it's also good for edge guarding when you're off of the stage. Fair 1 flips, and then also it has combo potential. Fair 1 confirms in a flip kick. It's in higher percentages, so then nair doesn't do too much knockback as such. Boom, I just hit it. Oh my goodness, look at that. That just killed an 80. Look at this. Let me try it again. Wow. Oh my goodness. Anyway, and on a harder note, fair 2 can combo into it, but it's really complicated to get into, honestly. It's very, very complex. But fair 1 is one of your best options if you're trying to go for like the combo setup in order for things such as either flip kick, or it can go into back air as such. And then also what's really good for it when you're doing the edge guarding, you want to go for fair 2 the most. If you hit your opponent with fair 1, they're most likely going to fall out and you won't get the actual knockback thing to get them off stage. So if you're going to go for it, you're going to have to do a preemptive fair 1, like fair 1, boom, boom. That second one should hit, and then you wouldn't have to really worry about it anymore. And then you could just knock your opponent off, and then, you know, they can have a good day. Alright, next is down air. Down air is obviously one of those unsafe options, and when you start out Smash, it's just like, oh, well, I'm gonna just down air to try to, you know, hit somebody out of trying to hit me. Well, obviously it's unsafe when you do stuff like that. However, it is quick for if you're just trying to land, and then like your opponent's far away, but you don't want to have them be too close. Also, if you can also do it at it's the frame data on it isn't too bad. Like, you honestly do have enough time to do a spot dodge if your opponent fails to punish you at a certain point. It also spikes as such. Like, let's say I hit Marth here, I'm probably gonna miss it. Oop, Marth said no. Anyway, it's gonna spark when you get off ledge. And then also what's a really good option is if you're right here, right? So you can turn around, you can roll, and then if you just instant jump and then down air, it can catch re-grabs, and then it will spike them down. And let's say it doesn't matter if I'm all the way up here or if I'm just towards the ground. If I hit you with down air, it will spike you. It's going to take you down for however long the little hit stun is for it, depending on a percentage. The higher it is, the higher the stun percentage is on it. And it can also potentially combo into up air or up air or fair. It just depends on how you hit it, like such. Yes, it doesn't show for the combo meter. However, you're gonna surprise your opponent to hit it, and then it's most likely going to work. and it has 2 hitboxes on it. Usually people get hit by the second hitbox because nobody expects it. Alright, next is up air. Up air is really good is a really good juggle option. Juggle such as, like, let's say you're trying to do the ladder combos, you know what I'm saying? Up air, into up B, you know what I'm saying? That's the Smash 4 original. We all know how that is. And it's one of your key moves in order to land ladder combos. What's also good about it is that you can delay it once you're landing to hit, such as here. And then what you can do after that is either you could go into another up air, you can go into, if I can do it, it starts at like 80. You can do down smash into up air, up B. Actually, that still works. Up air, up B, and that'll kill. And that's a really reliable kill option. And it can also pressure opponents that are in the air. It's like not even the fact of like true juggling, but kind of annoying your opponent and pressuring them into panicking and doing something else. Because that's one of the key things for Zero Suit Samus. Your mobility and your ability to do a lot of different things and how safe you are in a lot of your moves can honestly upset and frustrate your opponent to where, I mean, it'll just work out for you. And you can force them into another option that you want. And it combos into other things such as, let's say you're doing the backwards part. Oops. Actually, no, you could just do the forward part of it. Up air, back air. Also, again, up air into another up air. Next is back air. Back air is a really good killing option. It can potentially kill pretty early. The thing about it is that it's a super precise hitbox on it. And it's one of those things where you want it to, when you're edge guarding, you want it to work. However, it's one of those things where I take it with a grain of salt because, again, it's super precise. And if you miss it, I mean, it's usually what happens. And then it also combos into, or combos after Nair as such. Boom. And it can also potentially kill. It just depends on the percentage that you, it depends on the percentage that you do it at. I'm not sure if it'll kill here, but it's close. Oh my goodness. Look at that knockback for that move. It's harder to space, but it will make you save once you land it correctly. And it's also just harder to hit because you have to do it a certain way. In part 2 of the guide that I'm going to be making, I'll explain a little bit more about how you can hit this back air. But for now, that's the best thing that you can do for it. Next I'll go over throws. So her forward throw is the best thing that she has as far as throws are concerned. So it can lead into tech situations as such, like how Mark did. And now guess what? I can do this. Ooh, 2 jabs. And then that can do, that can go into a tech situation. And then you can either do jab, jab, up B. Oops. I think I'm not supposed to do that part. Let me see. Jab, jab, up B. There we go. Go straight into it. Or you can just do jab, jab into down tilt. Oops. You have to delay it a little bit. Let's see. Here, jab, jab, down tilt. Now, does it seem like it's true? No. But is it? Yes. It just depends on how you do it. Sometimes it could be a little bit tricky. And then it can condition people into falling for your trap. So let's say I forward throw, right? Let's say they either roll backwards. If they roll backwards, I have enough time to jump, short hop, nair, down B. And that will be a spike and that'll be a kill. Or if they try to roll backwards, you can turn around, do down smash. It's a lot of different things that you can do with it. Forward throw is one of those like really good like custom throws. You figure out what you want to do with it. So down throw is good for, well, it's honestly not that good. It's not smash forward down throw. It got nerfed a lot. But what it is good for is people who do panic options, like if they want to just attack as soon as they get hit by a grab. Well, after that, right, I can do this. They're going to land. And then what you can do after that is nair into up smash. That's another thing that you could potentially do. It just depends on how that person reacts to it. Up throw. Up throw is only good for killing. It is, unless you're trying to keep your opponent in the air and frustrate them and try to juggle them and do a lot of different things like that. But at like 160, boom, they die. All right. But otherwise, up throw isn't really used for much else. Now let's go all the way back down. Now back throw. Back throw is an interesting throw. So for a lot of situations, let's say somebody like panic double jumps after they get thrown. You can do back throw and then, you can do back throw into down, oh my goodness. Back throw, down B, flip kick. Yes, it does seem like it's kind of odd, but I promise it does work. I've done it several times to where if somebody panics and then they try to double jump, I just double jump, boom. Or I just like full hop it, flip kick, and then boom. That, like, they get spiked and it's an early stock, and I just cheese them at like 30. That's the ultimate cheese, bro. Like, look at the color of her hair. Her color of her hair is blonde. You know what else is kind of blonde and a little bit yellow? Cheese. And what is she the queen of? Cheesing. All right, remember that. Oh, also one thing about her tether grab, it's good, but it's bad at the same time. It's good because it has that range. Sometimes it can grab people like out of the air, like an anti-air, but it's slow, and it also leaves you open to a lot of different things. Like, you're prone to getting smacked by like forward throws, by a lot of different other punishes because of that. So keep that in mind when you're doing different throws. Just keep that in mind. All right, next are smash attacks. Forward smash is debatably, or is hands down, her weakest smash attack. The reason why it's so weak is because so many things that there are so many things that up B can cover what forward smash is doing, but up B can just do it so much better, unfortunately. However, it is good for catching spot dodges, or if you want to do something along the lines of, you want to be like, you know what, I want to do a little style down smash, down smash, dash like that. Messed up a little bit. See if I can do it here. Boom. Like, you can cross people up when you do that down smash, but it just depends on what percentage you want to do. If you don't want to commit to another option, it works, but you still have to be super fast on it. And up B just honestly just works a lot better. And I'll get more into that a little bit later. All right, up smash. Up smash is a great juggling tool. And most likely, and it mostly combos from nair into up smash. Now, what is special about it is that you have 3 options of trying to confirm into it. Now, if Marth were to DI backwards, right? If I'm doing up smash and he DIs backwards, I could do back air. Obviously, I can't really do it that much, and they'll probably dodge from there. But if they're going this way, I can just back air. And it doesn't matter full hop back air. And it doesn't matter if it makes it or not. If they air dodge and I have enough time, I can go for another option and just start conditioning them. Or if they stay just right above me, you could do neutral air, you could do up air, and then also you can, if they go forward, you just do forward air. It's not necessarily true, if you will, but it's a conditioning option. And if you get the damage off, I mean, we take those, right? Take that percentage, go crazy on it. And it's also a huge anti-air read. It'll catch people in the air, but it's like a really big call out, and it's better for like if you know that that person or your opponent is at a high percentage and you just want them to panic, and then you just hit them with that, ooh, I'm a pretty princess, and then you're done. You feel me? And then it can also kill at higher percentages. Hold your tongue on it. Sometimes it kills, sometimes it does, but definitely, if you see one time where you can just call people out on it, call them out. Now, down smash. Down smash is it's hands down her best smash attack. All right. It shocks opponents to where other things can combo into it, such as up B, such as side B, such as back air, things like that. Now, the unique part about it, which I was trying to do with the forward smash, is if you do this, you can pass through people. In Smash, you can't pass through people when you do dash. However, or when you try to dash through them. However, if you down smash, you can go right past them. And what it is, it sets up for a lot of different things. Now, if you're over a ledge and you see this, right? 81, boom. Just go ahead, up B, it will kill. It's a very strong setup, and it's also super good at catching normal get-ups. If somebody tries to normal get up right next to you, All you got to do is just charge it for a little bit, blow, and then up B, and then, you know, tell them to have a good day. Also, if they try to roll, you can catch them. If you stand back a little bit, and then if they roll, just turn around, down smash, that works as well. And then also, if you want to get really stylish, you know, if you get at higher percentages, it's harder for me to pull off, but let's see what happens. Flip kick. Oh my goodness. Do you see that? It's so disgusting. That's that smash forward tech right there. Anyway, it's also good for huge call outs. Let's say if somebody tries to air dodge that way, like the opposite way, you can either dash and then do down smash, or you could just turn around, do down smash. Big call out, especially after you do forward throw. They'll turn around, try to roll. Man, get this down smash, get this up B, have a nice day, good sir. And then also, right, if they're just sitting here getting shocked, you could turn around, back air. It's kind of hard for me to, hard for me to hit, but like that. All right, so just because I'm gonna go over it, dash attack, ain't nothing special. It's just a dash attack. I don't really see anything special about it, and I don't think it should be used that much either. It's just not that reliable. All right, let's go over special attacks. Neutral B or Paralyzer, all right? Paralyzer is good for, in neutral, it's good for if you do neutral. If you do an uncharged Paralyzer to where you can either bait people out to do certain options to like go in the air or something, or overall it's just to pressure your opponent into doing something else. It can also be used to combo into many things. For example, if I hit Marth with this, he's not really going to be shocked that much. If I charge a little bit more, it'll be a little bit more charge. Oops. A little bit more. Now, if I fully charge it, look at all that time that I have to do anything. Now, with the secret with this too, is let's say I hit a fully charged Paralyzer. I can scoop Marth all the way over here, and it'll still be true, and then I can pretty much literally escort them to the blast zone. That's what I'm doing. I'm literally doing that. Shout outs to Smash for that, because that is pretty cool. I like when they make those type of videos for that. Alright, so keep that in mind. And then also, when you have this like fully charged, when you fully charge it, you can adjust your positioning for just about anything, for any of your attacks. It's kind of hard to do sometimes because of like the lean back, but that's how everything can do. It can also be B reverse as such, and you should use it sometimes. Sometimes it works. Sometimes you can do things like this. You could do uncharged, and then if it makes it, it still combos into up B. It's a really tight window. It's hard to do sometimes, but once you get the hang of it, it works. And then it's also good for, like I said, you don't even have to necessarily just make it. It's just, or actually just hit it. It's just good for the sake of like zoning whenever you're trying to condition your opponent into doing something stupid. Now, side B. Side B is good for, it can kill at higher percentages, but there are 2 hitboxes for it. If you hold B, you're going to have the blue hitbox, and it sends them up. It sends them towards you, and then you can condition different things or do like either an up air, or you can do like back air or something if you're trying to go for that. Or if you just let it go after you press it, it has a red hitbox, and then it sends them away. And then at higher percentages, it will kill. It is a very reliable kill option as such. Oh, he's dead. It's also good for, you can be reversed, which is also a really good option, or you can just kind of fade away with it. Oops, wrong button. Fade away with it. The aerial one is weaker. However, the grounded one is stronger. So keep that one in mind. Now, down B, you know, the flip kick, the flip jump, always been a reliable option. So it's got it, or this is one of her main moves. This is what makes Zero Suit Samus Zero Suit Samus. So if you just press it once, you will flip pretty much anywhere, or you'll flip to the other side of where you're going. Now, you can adjust the trajectory in 3 different ways. You can either hold forward to make yourself go further, you can do neutral just for it to go a set distance, or you can hold back to make yourself like not go as far. Now, when you land with this, or if you're still in the air, you're safe. you can do pretty much whatever you want as such. Or you can do an attack after it. Oops, an attack after it. Like forward air if you delay it. Like boom, boom. But if you do the second hit, which is the main one, or which is one of the main moves, flip kick. It leaves you wide open if you miss it, if you whiff it, or if it's shielded. It will leave you wide open. However, also off stage too. So if you're off stage and you do the first down B, you're just fine. You can do whatever you want. Now, if I do this, I got some delay. I can't really do much until later. So it's a really good call out option when you do down B, or it combos into things like nair into flip kick. However, you want to be very careful of how you, oh my goodness, of how you use that move. You don't want to just throw this out of neutral, because you will be unsafe and you will be punished in a heartbeat. And it also combos after, again, it combos after nair 1, and then also fair nair, and then fair 1. Boom. Oops. Let's see if I can do it. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, it's kind of hard to do now. Wait. Boom. Oh, well. Oh, actually, I think it was because it was 80. Ooh, it's kind of hard to hit now. I don't know why. Oh, well. Okay. Oh, and it has 2 hitboxes. It has an explosion, or the flip kick has an explosion hitbox and a spike hitbox. The explosion hitbox will send Marth over to the side as such. Now, if I do the spike hitbox, it will send them straight down and it will spike. Getting the spike hitbox is all about hitting the sweet spot. I will explain that more in part 2 of this video, and I'll elaborate more about the flip kick, but it's all about the sweet spot. And then finally, we got up B, which is the boost kick. Also another really good move. Now, it is, when it's only used once, when it's fresh, it's really strong. The knockback is really amazing. It almost just killed Marth. Now, what it's called in a technical sense is a fresh grounded up B. I don't like calling it that. I call it fresh ground beef, because you will die to this fresh ground beef. It's a wrap, dog. That's just how it goes. It's also a good out of shield option. However, the person has, or the opponent has to be right up in your shield, right up in your grill in order for it to work. That's what makes it difficult. That's what makes it kind of harder to use as an out of shield option. You can also use up smash as well, but both options require your opponent to be really close. And also, when you use it like a second time, it becomes weak. It becomes pretty weak, and it's more along the lines of, unless they're like at a really high percentage, you ain't gonna be doing too much with it. And then it also combos after down smash into up air into up B as such. Oops, I meant to go to 80. Right here. Hey. Hey. Oh, I missed it. Hold on. Oh, I messed that up. Hold on. Hey. Hey. Boom. That's death. Alright. So, in conclusion, guys, she is a fast, difficult, high risk, high reward character, but really rewards you if you're serious about her, and she demands style. She demands a different form of gameplay, and she's a custom character. You can play this woman however you want to. She requires a lot of work to play well with, but again, just try to be yourself with it. Take the time if you want to use her, and I will definitely have more for you guys in part 2 of my guide. That'll be coming out real soon. And thank you guys so much for tuning in with me. I really appreciate it, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Take care.